right, you assholes.
We're not going to do a tier list. It could be a thing that we could do, but I don't know. That's just a lot of work, and Turf Nation used to do that stuff for us. What I thought we might do to find out who the dumbest fans are is like, I did think of some controls for the experiment. So like, we could go to different Chud channels and look at their comment section, but we should go to different Chud channels of videos about the same topic, maybe, right? So then we can see what are their fans saying about the same topic across different channels.
And I'm willing to bet you almost all the Chuds have done an IRONHEART video already.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a really good. Yep. See, that's why we pay you the big bucks, Bob.
Mm-hmm.
Good idea.
I did. They're not exactly veiled. They spit out that IRONHEART video so fast, despite the fact that Superman came out the same day. Much bigger IP,
right?
But they just had to get on that IRONHEART train.
Superman is not as big of a racial grift IP. That's the problem.
Nope. Exactly.
Yeah, there's a lot of overlap, but I mean, so doing the content that we do, I think Bob would probably attest to this. It's like, it is interesting the level of discourse that you get whenever you cover certain Chuds, and then their fans show up in the comments. There is a noticeable difference sometimes. Hey, look at this guy, Anthony Gramiglia, name dropping.
I've heard of that guy.
Yeah, I figure like IRONHEART's probably the way to go on that.
Yeah, it's recent. You know, we can kind of gauge them. And
we're damn sure not going to do it. Go find their sinners videos. Am I right?
Yes.
Anyway, so what we were going to do, Eric, is find just different Chuds videos on the same topic, and then just kind of look at the comment section under that video.
Oh, okay.
And just kind of, vibe it out. Like, who's the dumber audience? Open any kind of ideas you have there.
I mean, it's kind of like I've had several people come in and say the same stuff under my IRONHEART videos where I call them out. You know what I mean? Like, from different people, from different channels. They're all kind of the same thing. I mean, calling her DEI is kind of common, even though that doesn't really apply to anything that she's ever done in the comic books or in the MCU. So,
well, you know what? Here's a good place to start. So we've got
Shad's audience probably is the worst. RX Envy.
We've got Nerdrotic and Drinkers here, right here. Their videos on the whole thing. And they had these videos ready to go, unlike Sinners. First, we'll look at Gary's.
By the way, he said he posted that tweet about heroes don't aspire to be iconic.
Yeah.
And then he put up a tweet of himself with his from years ago with his mugshot, and he says, "What an iconic photo." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
heroes don't aspire."
True. I didn't realize he said that. God.
Yeah, he called his own picture iconic.
Okay, well, this is a good start right here. So they're not passing the torch; they're torching the past. That's pretty clever, man. And everyone seems to agree. Mahler reference. Oh, so it's not even an original thing. He's just quoting Mahler. Okay.
Oh my God.
Heroes do not aspire to be iconic. Villains do.
But that's just that's a Nerdrotic quote. Like, that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything.
No.
Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave with a box of scraps. Too bad Obadiah didn't think of employing a minority preteen girl.
Right, because her utilizing existing technology would make it easier for her to do it. You know what I mean? She wouldn't be doing it from scratch.
So, like, in the eyes of his fans, do they think the MCU is trying to say that, like, old black teenage girls are like a monolith and they're all geniuses? Is that
that's what they think.
What their fans think?
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking stupid.
Oh man, trying for the clever shit is gonna fucking kill me.
That one's interesting. If they want a black Iron Man, his name is War Machine. So it is about race.
Well, I mean, we are getting a War Machine movie last I saw, but
I mean, the fact that they're making that connection is simply because she's black. So I guess it's not racism, you guys. I guess.
Yeah, so, that's not racism. We already have a black Iron Man.
Let's cast our minds back to 2008 and a little film called Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
Was he not striving to be iconic by creating, like, whenever he fucking told Jarvis to paint his shit all fucking cherry red and, gold and shit? Like, was he not?
I would say his is even worse than that, Dane. His proclamation of being Iron Man was him taking credit for everything that he had done in a way that was like him wanting the accolades from that. He wasn't doing it because he was selfless. Matter of fact, that's the argument that Captain America makes with him in the Avengers movie. He's not that guy. You remember the birthday party scene from the film where he would
Oh,
like have
God,
everybody come
yeah.
over and stuff or whatever?
You know, the question I get asked most often is, Tony, how do you go to the bathroom in the suit? Just like that.
Yeah, that's
All of
exactly-
that is done by someone who is doing it for the luxury of it. Like, he's not doing it because he wants to do the right thing. Matter of fact, his entire reason for becoming Iron Man was self-preservation.
Yep.
It wasn't about doing the greater good for anybody. So this whole argument is dumb. It's just dumb.
I mean, even if you want to say that okay, it is selfish and self-centered to be like, I want to be iconic, I want to look fucking dope and shit with my armor or whatever. Okay, if you want to say that's a negative thing, why does Tony Stark get a chance to redeem himself over the course of 15 years, and to show that he is actually far more than that, or he can become far more than that?
But they don't even know.
Right out the door, they're like, nope, you're a
That's-
villain. You're a fucking villain.
That's
I wonder
true,
why
but
they're calling the black girl a villain.
Right, exactly. But it's not even that. They don't even know the context of the comet. They don't know where it came from. They saw the clip in the trailer, but they have no idea if there's something earlier in the series that sets it up. They don't know if it is alluding to something that was said by another person. They don't know anything. They just know the word that she says in the trailer, and they hate it because they don't want her to be iconic. Even though there's a fucking superhero literally named Icon in DC.
Okay, I'm noticing a couple things here. That's wow. Okay, whatever, man.
You know what's
one you could laugh at?
No,
One that was
Robert Downey
literally-
Jr. actually never did play a black guy. Just want to put that on the record. Like
Right.
that was a joke character in
He was a
blackface.
dude
That was
disguised
the
as a
joke.
dude playing another dude.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
But the other thing is they kind of jumped on that because I've seen like Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers make at least 2 thumbnails with when they're talking about a black character with Robert Downey Jr. in blackface. That is racist. That
gonna do a
what they're
little-
doing is racist.
First of all, I want to look at this one. This is a lie. If you've been reading comics since the 1960s, and after reading these 2 titles, you stopped buying Marvel comics, that implies that you've been reading every other title by Marvel since the 1960s, which is
Yes.
just not something you've been fucking doing,
That's
you
not
goddamn
something
liar.
even humanly possible.
Anybody that's been reading, if you even, let's say it is possible that you've been reading every title since the 1960s, then you understand that some of them aren't going to be for you. And
Yes.
the only, so that would leave, if this actually happened, which it didn't, we know it's a lie. It's just somebody fucking posing for clout. But the reason that you would do that is because you're a misogynist and a racist. That's why. All right, so we're gonna do a loose for writing suggest here. We're gonna get off of the most popular comments. We're gonna go to latest comments.
Ooh.
Let me guess, the evil man in this movie is white. And then brown thumbs down?
Okay, so the question I have then is, are they saying that white guys can't play evil characters now? So the black characters have to be the bad guys, and the white characters have to be the good guys. Is that the comment that he's making there?
Seems like what they're implying.
I mean, I'd love to have some clarification on that.
And I guess this is somebody that's actually trying to be critical, maybe. Yeah, but I mean,
Literally over 10 white men, Genius says, I don't hear a peep. I mean,
kind of repeating Birdman's video, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a good argument.
Well, I made that statement before in my first video. I don't remember which one of these idiots I was responding to, but I was saying that they don't ever address white characters. We've said that before too, but I love Birdman. You guys, no problem with that. But I've seen a lot of people on Reddit and other places try to say that he created arguments that not just us, but other people that were doing this before him have made. So
this fucking moron doesn't realize that I guess Ironheart was created in comic books years ago, like a decade ago. But it's trying to say that white people choose black people to be characters, and that's somehow
is that like,
I don't know, man. Like, for one thing, this is not even the
Like,
same. These are not this is not some race swap. This is not Tony Stark is now a fucking black girl, you fucking idiot.
I mean, this is actually an argument that there should be more minorities working behind the camera as well, which I agree with. I agree with that take. I agree.
So, as I think we're going to realize here, I'm realizing is that some of the people that are actually wasting their time, to be honest, to comment on this channel in a adverse way, they're going to be.
You notice they're not at the top comments though; they're buried down
Yep.
here.
Marvel might even make Riri defeat Doctor Doom just to prove a point that Riri is better and superior than Tony because she outsmarted Doom slash
What a dumb
Tony.
comment. Is Tony an iconic Doom and antithesis or something? Is that what we're talking about here? The Doom and Tony have such huge history that would prove something. I mean, just say you don't read comic books.
Tired, boss. Tired of the attitude. Tired of them always being angry. Tired of the bad grammar. Tired of the black hoodies everywhere. I'm tired of all the bragging, boss. So this is just black fatigue shit right here.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
This could be somebody that's criticizing Nerdrotic. I can't tell.
Yeah.
So,
They. Who is they in this? Is it Nerdrotic
Yeah.
or is it Marvel? I don't know which one. I love how racist minds work. So this villain in a Disney show starring
Yeah.
a black female lead is called the Hood. That doesn't make it sound racist. Like, I guess they just made this villain just for this show. The character's never been introduced
Yes.
before.
Yes,
And,
it's been every element of Ironheart was made exclusively for the Ironheart show.
Right.
It's not part of a previously established canon.
I mean, yeah, you
Oh,
got to
yeah.
act.
I mean, lots of times when they do comments like that, they really show the fact that, God, they're just fucking tourists, aren't they?
This suit looks so plastic. Oh, unlike Tony's fucking suit.
Yeah.
And- oh man,
Dude, you know what looked plastic that always kind of drove me nuts? Thor's outfit usually looks very
Like-
plastic. It's
like the
I have to
fragility-
suspend disbelief, but yeah.
The fragility over this character possibly doing something that Tony didn't do, and thus devaluing everything Tony did for the MCU
That's
in one
true.
series is just crazy.
If she does one thing Tony never did, that means Tony is worthless.
I mean, they've already came out and said it's a street level show, so I mean, she's not going to be tackling like multiversal bad guys. So I don't even understand what the complaints are. I mean, I did want to say though that like Rack's reactions, I wouldn't have said anything to you except now I've seen you several times here. Just like get out of these comments, bro. Like you're actually just helping Nerdrotic. What? Who?
This guy, he's
Oh.
responding to all of the fucking chuds.
Oh
and,
yeah.
Dude, that is
You
just
like you would
helping,
actually be better making your own video calling him out than going into his comment section and responding.
Absolutely,
to his
you are
comments.
wasting your energy and you're helping him out. Just make a video. You got a channel. You clearly want to react to some stuff, and you got you're saying and things in the right direction. So
I would
make
actually
your-
say do what we're doing. Just if you want to respond to these
Yeah.
comments, just pull them up on your screen and
Yep.
respond to them. Don't type it
Mhm.
out.
If you really
Heads
want to
up,
get in fights with
Birdman.
guys in the comments, I always say just do it under my videos or Eric's videos or Dane's videos. Usually
We've got
plenty of
we
chuds
got,
there.
we got
Have
chuds
fun.
in there. Yeah,
Hold
Yeah.
on.
go for it.
This is interesting. Heads up, the Birdman is now calling you geeks and gamers Nazis. You and geeks and gamers Nazis. He said in the opening minute, you are using the Klan's tactics to harass black people with these videos. Since you're both Americans, I hope you take them to court over libel or deformation.
They won't- so-
Deformation.
Well, here let me
Libel or deformation, guys.
let me just say
Oh,
this:
no.
that the reason why these guys never go after, because there's been even bigger critics than us, some channels larger than us. The reason why they would never do that is because they know they could not win the case. They've got way
No.
too much stuff. I mean, they've got videos of them saying and doing racist things and thumbnails of them, doing racist things. They don't have to. They don't need to push back. I made a short about this. There's no reason for them to even do it because what difference is that going to make to any of the people that subscribe to them? No one's going to change their opinion either way. So it's better for them to just ignore it. That's what they're going to do until YouTube does something about it.
I mean, I will tell you what the end of these guys will be. It will be when the general public becomes just aware of just how terrible this shit is
Right back.
and starts demanding change. And that starts impacting YouTube's pocketbook and, companies start pulling out ad revenue. That's when YouTube will take action against these guys.
This is interesting because I don't feel like this guy is lying. We need to come up with a term for this. So this guy is like creating his own lore, I think, in order to justify dismissing Riri. Because the fact is, it explained in Wakanda Forever that she built, she's built her first thing when she was like in 3, and then her second thing when she was like 7 or whatever.
Mhm.
She's been building shit her whole life. And this guy just starts off, so with no prior experience in metalwork, electronics, robotics, where the fuck did you come up with that, dude? You clearly have
Yeah.
not.
She's
Like-
in MIT. She probably has experience. MIT is not like, this school where like just anybody goes.
Black people on screen, Disney, it's hip hop in time. As Birdman said, yeah, I mean, not only do black people like hip hop,
Yeah?
but like hip hop. Everybody fucking likes hip hop at this point.
Yeah.
Like it sets a mood for fun. You know what I mean? It can also set a mood for fucking drama. For depending on how what kind of hip hop you use. It's crazy to fucking still be associating hip hop exclusively with black people like this.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, look, we got an idea of that. Now let's hop over here.
Those are pretty intense. Oh God.
Oh look, some of the exact same things being said. Imagine that.
Oh my God.
Right. Yeah, that's right. They like what's his name? Fucking Tom McDonald.
Oh God. Is that hip hop? I don't know if that qualifies.
If you ever pay attention to his quote unquote rhymes, it really kind of doesn't fit what historically hip hop is. It's just, I don't know. It's like
I'm
like
sorry, I stepped away. Who are we talking about?
Tom McDonald.
Tom McDonald.
Oh yeah.
It's like he's tricking people into thinking he's rhyming, but half the time he's really not, and he's not even. It's fucking crazy. It's almost impressive how deceptively bad it really is. Like you don't realize how bad it is until you really start breaking it down. It's really fucking bad.
I mean, he makes Pitbull look good, so.
Black Iron Man already exists. War Machine, Deserbo.
Yes,
So
because there can
there-
only be one.
Right, there's
Jesus
a quota.
Christ.
There's a quota on black superheroes. With black, we already have one black superhero. We don't need another one.
It's the same argument every time a fucking new black character is introduced in Star Wars. Oh, but we already have Lando Calrissian. It's like, for fuck's sake, guys. How
As
many
an
white
engineer-
characters do we have? How many?
As an engineer, I'm sick to death of kid genius building rockets and supercomputers.
Well, then be sick of like 80 years of media. That's like a very
Yeah.
common. Kids being able to build things like this is a common trope. It's not a new thing.
As a mother of both,
especially for
boys and girls,
superheroes.
perfect and boys are jokes. When did that happen? You fucking moron.
As a surgeon,
What?
I'm actually offended by Doogie Howser. How dare he think he can do anything? You know, it's like so stupid.
When so we had 15 fucking years of Iron Man being this is the most perfect brain boy in the world.
Yes.
And then now they're like, well, what if there's a girl that she also was pretty smart? Not as smart. We're not saying she's as smart, but she's pretty smart. How dare you say all boys are jokes?
Yeah. I mean, it really just screams insecurity. Like the second someone not part of that group might possibly equal or maybe even surpass someone in that group. Oh my God, they're canceling us. It's like, oh,
I also think they have very little to look forward to, so they're going hard on this because this is one of the last things they can do this to.
Well, we also have Wonder Man at the end of the year. I'm sure they'll go hard against that.
So they're really just stuck on this iconic thing. And fucking Drinker loves that. That's great. Yeah. Tony had a redemption arc where he learned to be a better man over the course of like 10 films. Yeah. You guys motherfuckers won't even let her get a full show focused on just on her.
She had like 20 minutes of Wakanda Forever that she was in, and now she's getting a show, and they're ready for everything has to change immediately. You know what I mean?
I assume Riri's arc will be about learning to forgive the world for not recognizing her brilliance.
So they're
what?
creating storylines to be mad at.
Can you express your fucking tiny dick insecurity like any more than that? I don't know.
It's like they don't even know what the show is, so they're like, "This is what it's going to be," and I'm angry about it.
Mm-hmm. I'm not even gonna watch it, but I'm still gonna get angry
how about
about
this
it.
one? How about this guy complaining about a movie prop existing? A hobbyist blacksmith here. They use the cheapest Harbor Freight anvil they could. It's a 55-pound piece of trash that's best used as a storage. Because, hey, dipshit, she's not actually building anything. Fucking idiot. Do you know what a movie is? Like, holy shit.
So I stole a copy of the Ironheart armor. It doesn't even fucking fly. It just sits there. I have no computer console. It's insane.
I want to point out real quick, because I pointed this out in one of my Fabcast Discord, that these couple of pieces of art they put out so far are fucking killing it. You know, I might end up hating this show. That's a possibility.
That is
like,
cool. That is a cool.
Nonetheless,
poster.
this art fucking kicks ass. Like that is so much a fucking tribute to the comic that it's unreal. It kind of cast me back to earlier MCU vibes. This too.
I like the other one better, but that one's all right.
Yeah, I mean they're both excellent though. They're both like clearly leveled into this. You know, you get a better look at the suit here. It's all fucking dinged up and stuff. It's good shit. Remember the white kid from Iron Man 3? That would have been. Well, give us the white kid, please.
Listen, they haven't met their quota for white geniuses. If they want to introduce a black girl genius, what they need to do is introduce 100 white male geniuses first.
Well,
Maybe
I mean, never mind the fact they put that kid in Endgame and nobody recognized who he was because he'd like.
Yeah, he had grown up. Yeah.
You will never convince an audience to watch a show before deciding what the fucking character's motivation actually is. You dipshit. These people are so dumb. She did not steal the blueprints from the Iron Man armor.
Also, the idea of like, what is it? Be iconic and get gain recognition. How do we know that's not a story point in the show? How do we know that's how she starts out, and then by the end of the show, she's like, "This is much bigger than me," and I was so short-sighted and all this stuff. We don't know that because we haven't seen the fucking show.
The vibe I get from the trailer is that she might be a little cocky, a little too confident in herself. Yeah, she's very talented, but she can't do everything. I can see that being an arc.
I think the show is going to humble her. I think that's the point. She's going to be very cocky, and this character with powers is going to humble her. I think that's what we're going to see.
Yeah, that's a good point. Notice it's not Morgan Stark that they want to see either. Wonder why that is. Now, imagine that Tony had a boy. 100% they'd be clamoring for that to be the one to...
Yeah. And I guarantee you, if they decide to push out Don Cheadle's War Machine and make him more front and center, they would have just rallied against that. Really? And in fact, it wouldn't surprise me if they do.
It's really made, and here's the response to that, so I can get 2,000 likes on it. Sorry, what were you saying, Bob?
I was just gonna say, in fact, when Armor Wars comes out, it won't surprise me if they start rallying against it anyway.
Did you hire a producer? Are you a producer you were paying or something? Who are you?